Your daily hour with me.
I'm Rick Ward, and this is Your Daily Hour with me. We're on the radio. Yeah, so we got some guests in the studio.
I'll be back in the studio. Logic and knocking beer cans over in the studio.
So somebody left a bunch of beer in the studio. And
somebody left a bunch of beer in the studio.
We got beard on. So I guess today on the phone call, I think we're gonna make some calls. We got an email today from a fan from Montana. She's a McDonald's person there.
How exciting!
So I'm gonna read the fan email out sometime. We'll make some phone calls. We'll maybe we have some guests in the studio. Maybe I'm just gonna talk for the whole hour. That's definitely what's gonna happen. This is what happens in the show: is I turn on the machine. We go for an hour. This is the first day of week 2. So this is the first time it's ever been back to Sunday. It's like an anniversary. So today is the 1-week show of Your Daily Hour with me, and that's what happens on the show today. So so what's happened with Andy? He missed a show. That was the yesterday's show, but we called him. But he was watching baseball.
I was watching the Boston Red Sox triumph over the New York Yankees.
So they used to be almighty, those Yankees. Remember, like 10 years ago? I don't really remember that much, but that's all I remember about them.
They're still pretty mighty, but they lost yesterday, and that's a good thing.
All right. So let's check the email, yeah?
Let's check the email.
Right off the start.
Boot it up?
Yeah, so
I gotta boot it up?
I already have the email. I mean, it's already there. I read it earlier, and I had to respond to it, but I'll say to listeners, I'll show you guys this email and what I got.
Here,
so
the email forthcoming.
Oh, I'm gonna get the email here. Today I went to the Reef and
local restaurant in Olympia, Washington.
You know what I found out? They have a jukebox there, and you have to pay money to get music from it. Like I was in there, and it was
almost kind of like a jukebox.
Yeah, but it was quiet. Like, and I was in there, and I was like, "Whoa, why is it quiet in the Reef? Usually they have some tunes." And I said, "Excuse me, could you turn on the radio?" And she said, "No, you have to pay for music." And I don't know. I wasn't too happy about that. Here we go. This is the first email that we got. I mean, this is the millionth email though, but this one just hit me on a good way. So I'm reading. This one's from. Her name is there any really? I think it's a fake name because I think her name says Mildred Degenerate. That's not her real name. That's some kind of clever name though. You know, in Google and with the internet, you can just put in fake names.
Pseudo names.
They tell you to put in your real name,
aliases.
but Mildred, she does not feel like she's a part of society. She feels like maybe society is casting her out, and in a parody way, she's calling herself a degenerate. Mildred, you're not a degenerate. You're a class act.
You're a real human being, and you're taking time out of your day to email Your Daily Hour with me, and that, you know what, that counts. That makes you far better than a degenerate.
So the email says, "Hey, I heard about your show from a coworker at McDonald's, and I think it's really funny. Do you really have millions of fans? Yes. I've never heard of you before. Are you gay? No. You sound gay. I love gay people. I'm not gay, though. I'm a girl. I'm a straight girl. I like guys. So if you aren't gay, in parentheses, or even if you are gay, because I have nothing against gay people, out parentheses, and ever want to come to Montana, you should hit me up. Eat at McDonald's, PLZ. Your friend, Millie, heart emoticon."
That almost sounds like kind of a flirtatious email, like immediately trying to figure out what your sexual preference is.
Millie.
Maybe even your gender identity. But I kind of have the distinct feeling that she isn't really aware of those concepts.
Millie, are you aware of the sexual undertones of your email? That's what it sounds like. Millie, I think maybe people as far as sounding gay, I think maybe we just sound like this on the radio. It's a radio show. Have you ever heard TV people?
It's hyper real.
It's hyper real. It's beyond that kind of thing. This is just the way I speak. So she works at a McDonald's. She's a McDonald's coworker in Montana. So I assume that she's probably one of the people from Missoula, Montana. So maybe if we call those Missoula, Montana McDonald's again, we can find them.
Oh, that's a really good idea, Rick.
Call them and say,
let's do it.
Say, "Hello, can I speak to Millie?"
Yeah.
is she, and then we can ask her if she's a degenerate and stuff. So we're using detective skills, and we think that she is in Missoula, Montana. So we're going to try to call her, and we're going to try to talk to her and see who she is, to see who the emailer is, and this is a fan from Montana, and we get those sometimes. So I guess you want to David, do you want to be the tech guy, or do you want to? Yeah, you can do the thing, or somebody, because I could do it, but when I find that when I'm typing things, it's just simple internet searching for phone numbers and stuff. But I find when I'm doing it, I get confused. Unless you want to start, you can take over the show for a little bit while I find some information here. You want to do that, or you want to?
I think I could probably qualify for being tech guy, punching numbers, punching Google.
Oh,
Google
okay.
tag.
So you can just cross the studio over here into the producer's booth, and
Okay.
you can be the tech guy, and we'll let Davey handle it.
Up.
Like-
Davey stepping up to the plate.
Yesterday we were trying to figure out how to work. Was that yesterday when we got the Skype phones to work? And the day before that?
Day before.
Yesterday
Days
they
really
were
blown
working.
by.
So yeah, I was trying to figure out how the machine worked, and Davey figured it out. I think he's the one that did end up hooking up everything up and getting it to work. So we go to Dex Knows for phone numbers. This is how we do it here, and then we search for what we're trying to call. And today we're going to call the Missoula, Montana McDonald's again. We're looking for Millie, who is our fan, and we're just going to call. Well, yeah, I guess we could do that. That's a good idea, right? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to call them, and we're going to say, is Millie there? And then maybe when Millie answers the phone, we'll say, hello, this is your daily hour with me. How many McDonald's are, we'll ask them the McDonald's questions again, but then maybe she'll try to ask me questions too, but I bet that she won't have anything to say really. Like, people just don't have a long thing to talk about. I'm trying to call people and try to get them to talk a lot, but when I ask them questions, they just have an answer. I need to figure out some questions that are somehow leading, or be like, what is your life story? Is that a good question I'd like to ask? Could be. Or like, what? Or maybe I say, and why? But that won't make any sense, because I'm just asking like number questions. Maybe I should stop asking number questions, because then the answer is only a number. If I say, how many McDonald's are in your city, and why? Like, they won't know what that means. Like, they'll be like, why? Because that's how many they built. Like, maybe McDonald's was a plan. Yesterday I called the corporate McDonald's, but it was only an automated message machine, and I called I said I was an employee, and I was trying to get to a main person to say that I had burned my fingers. I wanted to call McDonald's corporate and say, I am a McDonald's employee, and I have burned my fingers. But I couldn't get a hold of anybody in corporate office. It was all a machine. And they were, so if you work at McDonald's, you should try calling the corporate office. I mean, you should know who your superiors are. But I support them. I do support them, but I want to talk to them. I dedicate a lot of time on the show to McDonald's and people who work there, so I feel like I deserve a cut at this point. So
deserve a couple of McRib kickbacks. All I'm asking for is a McRib or two, so if you guys can handle that. Millie, if you're listening, I'm trying to find you. And so let's look for, so yeah, there we go, Missoula, Montana, McDonald's, and this is going to be the first one. We're going to ask them if, on my keyboard, the 4 and the 5 are mixed up. You see how it goes? 1, 2, 3, 5, 4. So this is actually the 4. Yeah, it's a really crazy keyboard. I found it in a basement, and somebody had switched out the 4 and the 5. It's a little confusing, but it's okay. It works out. So yeah, we're trying to call Millie, who sent me the email, and that will happen. So we started the program about 10 minutes late today, and we're about 15 minutes into the program already. That's 1/4 of the whole way. Oh, this is Andy's old keyboard. Did you switch out the numbers? I did. That brought back all my memories of that keyboard. I mean, I don't need it. I'm not offended. I mean, obviously I left it in a basement because I didn't want it anymore. But that's really, it's really kind of remarkable. It's a circle of life.
Yeah, I've been using that keyboard for years.
That's great.
At least like 2 years. What was the logic behind switching those numbers?
exactly what just happened, confusing
You're just trying
everybody
to
but
confuse people.
me.
You've confused me so much. Do you know how to do that? You can unconfuse it?
You just pop them off.
Oh, it was so confusing. I've been confused for so long, and I always thought of the scoundrel who confused me for so many years.
Andy Brack,
Yeah.
scoundrel.
Ooh, there's some weird guy walking by there. But you know, like sometimes that happens to me a lot. Like there's just things. It's like a simple fix, but instead of like simply fixing them, all you just like just let it go, and you're like, man, I could fix this in a minute, but I just do all these turnarounds and to try to fix the problem. Like
Short circuit, hot wire.
Yeah, so that's what happens. How's the call going? We're ready to make the call. Yeah, just call. Just push those calls right in. Like we don't need to know about them too much. Are we getting a signal? Hopefully they can hear us. This is also kind of a test call to make sure that it's working every day, because I end up unhooking everything and hooking them back up every day. So hopefully we still get this call.
Hey, it's Brandon McDonald's.
Hello, Missoula, Montana McDonald's.
Ow!
Oh wow. See, I think they know me now. I think that was the nice girl, like from the first day.
Could have been.
Oh, it might have been the nice girl from the first day because it's actually 1 week later. So if people are on like a weekly schedule, then maybe they're back. I think that maybe we have rattled that girl because she was quick to hang up. Like
She said, "Ah!" Yeah.
Yeah. What was that? That was a weird noise.
That was some kind of distressful noise.
So maybe I should try to trick them, like not say, because I always say hello city McDonald's, so they know it's me immediately. So maybe one of you guys should say, oh, hey, or something, just to like see if maybe they'll know better that way. I mean, they won't think it's me. Well, I guess if Millie is working at that McDonald's, then heaven forbid, because we might not find her. And also,
did you write her a return email?
I did write her a return email, and she is a listener of the show, so I'm sure we're communicating with her, but we are still going to find her on the, here right on the thing. See this, you send an email, you get lots of attention on the show. We look for you. We look for you on the internet. And we're calling all the McDonald's again because we got a McDonald's co-worker.
This is McDonald's.
This is McDonald's number
Same
2.
one? You want me to take this?
Yeah, you say something else.
All right.
Same thing. So this is the call. We're going to not say the same things every time so they don't know it's us.
Okay. Should I ask for Millie?
Yes.
Okay.
So they don't know who Millie is. If they don't know who Millie is, Mildred.
Okay.
So I got a new phone number, so they don't know the number, so they're just slow to answer. Maybe they're busy or something. I think McDonald's number 2 actually from Missoula maybe didn't answer, because I'm pretty sure only 3 out of 4 answered.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Okay. Hi, Missoula, Montana McDonald's. We're looking for Millie, and if she works at your fine establishment, just give her a pat on the back. She is excellent service, and I'm just happy with the way that she served me my burgers, and she was just spot on. Just congratulations to you. Give that girl a raise.
She really turned my day around. I came in there and I was having a real slop shop day, and Millie really turned it around. And I want to say thank you, Millie. Thank you, Missoula, Montana McDonald's. Thank you.
Thank you all around. This is your daylight hour with me, and have a good night there at McDonald's. So, yep, hang up.
Oh, that was a pretty good phone call.
That was a good phone call. I don't think they answered. I also am not 100% sure that they're at McDonald's. So if they, like, I'm leaving a lot of messages, like weird messages. People don't even know what's happening. Maybe I should start leaving my phone number so that these message people call me back. Or I'll be like, hello, you've reached the law office, or like I should like say something important. Like call them and say like, you have won a lot of money, and if you want to receive your money, call this number from these hours. These are the business hours. So then they'll end up calling, and then I'll just say random things to random people.
Who might be the scoundrel now, Rick?
Oh yeah, I guess, but yeah, it's a kind of a trick. But we'll get random phone numbers calling us, and then they'll be like, oh, do you have the money? And then we won't remember the original thing, that we sent to them, so we'll just have to try to play along. We won't even know what the thing is.
Yeah, kind of like a deadly game of cat and mouse.
Yeah, we'll play some deadly games. Deadly mind games.
Some deadly situational mind games.
Yeah. We can only play mind games on here, I mean, because it's all in words, so it's all on your mind there. Nothing real here. I was trying to think of playing some games. I think one day we played rock, paper, scissors, and that kind of worked out because we had it was like sports commentary. So you could really play other games, you just kind of commentate on what's going on. So, wait, we ready for the third McDonald's?
You still want me to take this, Rick?
Yes.
Okay.
I think they know who we are, or I am anyway. So we're still on the search for Millie, and this is going to be a search until we find her forever, I guess. So this will be a common theme until we get more emails, maybe.
Quest for Millie.
Yeah, we're looking for her. Mildred Dreadful. Or no, what's a degenerate, yeah. Not a degenerate, though. Class act. Fine lady.
Position resolved.
Hi. Is Millie working right now?
I'm sorry?
Is a woman named Millie working?
Shay?
Millie? Mildred?
I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
We would like to speak to Mildred.
I'm sorry, we don't have an employee named Mildred.
How many McDonald's are located in Missoula, Montana?
There is 4.
How many Big Macs are you capable of serving in a single shift? Hello, Missoula, Montana McDonald's? Hello, Missoula, Montana McDonald's? Oh, that was the noise of a hang-up. Well, that was pretty good. It went from old, like, new school to traditional. You hear that? We made the transition because there was no Mildred. So what we can do now is cross that McDonald's off the list. So now what we have to do is continue to call the other 3 McDonald's until we can cross them off our lists. And after we cross them off our list, and if Mildred does not work at one of those 4 things like I assume she did, then we'll just have to start calling all the McDonald's in Montana because the only clues we have are that she's from Montana. But also she said that her coworker told her about the show. So I assume that that's one of them that we talked to. So we have one more McDonald's though, so the quest tonight is one more. We're going to call the last and 4th McDonald's here, and you'll take the phone call again.
Okay.
So I turned up your volume under the phone, so hopefully it'll work very soon.
Okay.
We're Relay McDonald's. How can I help you today?
Hi. I was looking for a worker of that McDonald's called Millie.
I'm sorry?
I'm looking for someone who works there named Millie.
I'm having a hard time hearing you. What's their name?
Millie.
Britt?
Mildred.
Mildred?
Mildred.
Well, I don't think we have Mildred here.
How many McDonald's are located in Missoula, Montana?
4.
How many Big Macs are you capable of serving in one shift? So I gotta stop it with the number questions. What am I doing? It's like a compulsion at this point. Like that's all I can say to them. Like, it's so repetitive, but I just keep doing that. So that was we called two out of the 4 McDonald's. The first McDonald's person was the girl who I called first, who used to be the nice one, but now I think I freaked her out.
Maybe we could try calling her again with myself speaking.
But maybe that's a good idea. Because I think it's probably that one because she is I think she might be the only one that I've ever actually told the address to. So it most likely is that first one that was freaked out. So maybe
let's give it another shot at the first one, I think.
Okay, and you'll do it. Yeah, you'll do it, and you'll ask Millie.
Let me use your mic though. I think it's a little bit better.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's better for the phones for some reason, but so we switched the mic. Oh, snack attack!
There's snacks everywhere.
Literal attacking. Oh my God.
Plastic bag over.
Oh whoa. So
whoa.
we're calling them. Maybe you gotta open it back up. You close the program down. It's up here. So we're calling the first McDonald's back again because they because they freaked out. So we're having Andy's call them because
I unplugged the mic there for a second. That was kind of scary.
did you hear that screaming?
I did.
Something is happening in like around the studio. There's a screaming person there.
That was pretty frightening. Am I going into the board? I guess I am.
Yeah, you are going to the board and.
I heard this
Oh, I'm
scream. That
sneezing. That's
was
weird.
not pleasant.
What? Oh, there's yeah. Whoa! What is
What's
happening
going on in
around
the
the corner?
studio?
Something in the studio is disconcerting. Woo! Maybe I think it sounds like there's more enjoyment than other things. Oh.
Hang tight.
What is happening with the phone line? So we're trying to get the phone lines to work. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. This is what happens on the show. Sometimes it just like the phones break or they stop working for a second and that's what happens. So sometimes here. So it's already up in here and we're gonna do the thing. What I always say is that when things don't work, they still do work on this show because they make time move forward. And if time is moving forward, that's what happens in the show. You can't stop time. There's no way the show can stop working unless, of course, if I stop talking. And then if I stop talking, though, you know what kind of show might turn out to be?
Like some kind of nothing show.
Yeah. It might be some kind of nothing show, maybe some kind of ocean show. And who wants to hear that kind of thing? Nobody. That's the answer to that question. Me, so I guess we're gonna call we're calling the fourth McDonald's here, and if they answer and find Millie, then I don't know, she'll be thrilled. Maybe I'm gonna try to. I want some free McDonald's things, Mildred. If you're out there, you're not a degenerate. You're not a degenerate. You're a good person.
All right, here we go.
East Butler McDonald's, how may I help you?
Hi, is Millie in?
I'm sorry?
Is Millie working?
Mary?
Mildred?
There's no one here at that name.
Oh, okay.
All right, have a good night.
Hey, how many McDonald's are? Oh, I don't know. I didn't want to do it. I thought we were gonna get going.
Crash and burn.
Well, I thought maybe you should have been talking. I was thinking
I
that
should
maybe.
have just come up with more to say.
Yeah,
really.
like I was gonna allow you to take that whole phone call because I thought that she would know me like immediately, but she was a nice one. But
I froze up. You really ask all the hard questions.
yeah, well, I didn't want to ask. It's the number questions. Those number questions, like we can do that. But I mean, we're still gonna call McDonald's with the number questions. That's definitely something that we will continue to do on the show. But the thing is that I mean, but not like mission McDonald's calls. Like sometimes we have like regular McDonald's calls where we just call them and we're asking them about how many McDonald's are in their city. But sometimes we're on a mission call and the mission is to find information from them. And if we're trying to do that, then I can't just berate them with number questions. People don't like number questions, but like all my questions are number questions. That's like all I can think of to ask. Huh? Oh, there's another one? Oh, we're gonna call another. Okay, so we're gonna call another McDonald's here. We're gonna call the one in Iowa. Is this where you're from, Davey? So we're gonna call the Iowa, Mason City, Iowa McDonald's is Davey's maybe hometown. Maybe Davey's cousins will be working at this McDonald's, at this fine McDonald's. Not Millie though. Millie works in Montana. Maybe we can ask them about Millie too anyway. Or maybe we should ask them something about chicken nuggets.
Maybe ask them what their favorite thing to eat is at their...
Oh, I do that. Maybe what's their favorite sauce?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think I'm going to ask them about sauces after the number. It's
pretty hard-hitting.
The first how many are in there. Mason City. So this is, yeah. Mason City, Iowa. Yeah. I'm going to change the name of the show to Your Daily Hour with McDonald's. Because that's what I do most of the time. I also call it people. This is just a bit. This bit is Your Daily Hour with McDonald's. This is the McDonald's bit. This is what we're doing right now. So, yeah, this is the McDonald's, and they take a long time to answer their phones because they're probably busy giving drive-through orders.
And happiness.
Happiness, smiles and happiness. Yep. So this. Oh nope, there was a weird thumping sound. Are you thumping your mic?
That was me.
That was a thumping of the mic. That was not a phone thing. I thought it was maybe a phone thing.
Here it is again.
Oh, that was like a weird robot voice.
Yeah, that was no opening for a message at all.
I don't think that was a McDonald's at all. So that might, yeah, no, not even a message. That was just like a bit, like robot voice kind of thing. So I guess. Oh, hello. Oh, that's just like the repeating of my voice, isn't it?
Cool.
Yeah, that was some kind of echo effect. That was not real. So that was another, I mean, not functional phone call, but those are what happened on the show. And so we're gonna, I guess, let's call the next one down in the same city there, Davey. And then we're gonna call them, and then we're gonna do the same thing. So when phone calls don't work out here on the program, it's not super bad. Is it? It's just medium. It happens. That's what happens on the show. Oh, what's happening? Busy. Busy? What does that mean? Busy. Look, I'm turning up the ambience a little bit.
Oh, there's the ocean.
What's in there? It's just a little quiet. Yeah, I think we're still cutting through it though. So this is McDonald's, Mason City, Iowa again. It's a different one.
McDonald's West, can I help you?
Hello, Mason City, Iowa McDonald's.
I'm sorry, what was that?
How many McDonald's are located in Mason City, Iowa?
2. Ian 2.
What is your favorite sauce to eat with chicken nuggets?
What kind of sauce can you get?
Yes, what is your favorite sauce? What is your preference of sauce?
I can barely hear you on your phone. That's why I'm having a problem understanding what you're saying.
What sauce is your favorite sauce to eat on chicken nuggets? Was that it? Hello?
I think that we're done for.
I think that was a hang-up. I thought that, I mean, I was trying to be clear. She said like she couldn't hear me. Hello? No? No? Okay, that was okay though. I mean, that could have been a real question. What if I don't know about McDonald's sauces? I don't want to spend the time to hear all the information about all the sauces. I just want one definitive favorite sauce. I don't know. That's a good question to ask anybody, though. They don't have to work at McDonald's to do that. I think really the people who work at McDonald's don't like the food there that much, potentially. So that was that. So this is your daily hour with me, and we're about half an hour to the program now. We finished half an hour, and today we've called McDonald's. We've searched for Millie. We read my email there, or our email. Our email is a public, so if you guys want to shoot me more emails there, it's on the site. So you've gone to download the show. I bet we have a little sect in Missoula, Montana now of McDonald's workers who are listening to the show, and I bet like people around. I've told a few people around the country about it on the air, and I think people are listening. I think people in Montana are listening, and around we have an audience of people. So yeah, that's what happens in the program. I guess if you, I think I want to have some guests. I want to have some talented guests who have maybe something to promote or something to say.
Or abilities.
Abilities or opinions. If you're an opinionated person and you have something to get off your chest. If you just have something to say and you want to say it to millions of listeners, this is a public forum, and you can call into the show. The phone number is on right there. It's where you downloaded it, and you can see the phone number right there. You can call in from the hours of 3:30 to 4:30, or you can come into the studio. So please call in, and if you're a musician, you can come into the studio. You could do a ditty. And we could listen to it on the radio. It's really your number one ticket to publicity. This is publicly published worldwide, internationally, every day. What happens on the program is that we press a machine and we we let it run and we talk, and we don't stop talking. Sometimes we make phone calls, sometimes we play games, sometimes we have guests. Next Monday is the Your Daily Hour with Me Biggest Fan Competition. What's going to happen is that the biggest fans are going to call into this program, and somehow they are going to compete on who is the biggest fan. And you can do whatever you want. On the phones, like, there are no rules. But at the end, we will judge the phone calls and see who has had the best phone call, and they will be the winner. And they will receive the honor of being the biggest fan and a party package from me and from us, from the public, to you.
Over Your Daily Hour with Me party package.
And then-
Exclusive. Can't buy it. Can't find it in stores. And I mean, the notoriety of being the biggest fan of Your Daily Hour with Me, I mean, that's, like, needless to say, priceless. Can't find that anywhere. You can't get that kind of peace of mind anywhere. And I mean, the party package, as far as physical things go, yeah, you can't find that anywhere either.
That's
It's
happening.
really just a good deal.
That's happening on Monday, which is tomorrow. This is the first day of week 2. Also on Thursday, we are having the Your Daily Hour with Me intern competition. And with that, we're looking for interns, but not radio interns, though. If you have anything to do with the radio, just get the fuck out. Like, we just want you, if you know construction, or maybe if you're hospitality, or if you're good at hosting, or if you're if you're a carpenter,
Skilled in the ways of cakes.
bakers. The skilled people, though, you have to be skilled, and then whoever is the most skilled in their field, they will win the internship. And you have to, I guess you have to be a local, like you have to show up here often, intern the show, and then you get to what you get is to be an intern on a like a really famous public show, and that'll look great on your resume. Like, if you have Your Daily Hour with Me on your resume as an intern, you're in. Like, you're in like a sin. So that's what happens on the program. So those are some contests in the future. We're going to have them. That's next week, week 2 of Your Daily Hour with Me. We're really revving up here. So I guess you want to make some more phone calls?
Yeah, it sounds great. Who should we call?
We could call somebody random. You want to call like a random home? Let's call. Okay, what happens? We think of a name, and then we call them. And I bet we have to think of a call. Let's call like Tim. Yeah, Tim Jordan from Reno. Let's call Tim Jordan in Reno, Nevada. I bet they'll be there. I bet they will exist. So we're gonna call Tim Jordan in Reno, Nevada, and we're gonna ask them about, I guess, maybe the weather or gambling. Gambling? Like, are you a big gambler there?
There's no Tim Jordan.
No Tim Jordan. Okay, how about just Tims? We're gonna call somebody named Tim, and they're gonna. Oh no, you're looking in businesses. Yes, that is businesses. So we're gonna call Tim Jordan here still, probably, if they exist.
If
which I
he's
think
out
they do.
there. I think he's out there.
I think he exists. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna ask him about his marital status and his living situation and his opinion on McDonald's, maybe about. Oh, we can still ask this guy about chicken nugget sauce.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
What is the giantest man you have ever seen? We could ask him questions such as those. If you have any ideas on questions to ask McDonald's, just send us a line there, and we'll ask them. We'll pretty much do whatever. If you have an idea, send us your idea, and if it's an idea, we'll probably do it. We don't really have too high of standards here. Oh yeah, here they are. This is Timothy Jordan from Reno, Nevada, and we're gonna call them. Their ages are from 45 to 49. We're gonna ask them about their marital status, about their opinions of sauce, and about their living situation. Was that the tape? Oh nope, we're still going. So yeah, we're calling them, and they're gonna give us an insight into what it's like to live in another part of the country.
To be a Jordan in Reno, Nevada. That's some good insight.
So how is Mrs. Jordan? Oh, Invalid number. Did you, well, the tech guy is, oh yeah, you can't have those, punctuations in there. So, we're making some phone calls, and, this is Timothy Jordan of Reno, Nevada, and we're gonna call them, and we're gonna ask them about their life. And I'm gonna tell them they're on the radio and see if they hang up. I'm gonna give them the oh, invalid number again. You did did you do the thing with the 4 and the 5s? Alright, so oh, did you go to this? Do this one.
This was not this
So this is the
scoundrel's
thing.
fault.
So we are getting used to the system still here. I mean, it's only a couple days old.
Feeling it out, getting to know it.
Heck, the show is only a week old anyway.
Finding out what its favorite sauces are. That's what we're doing with the system.
So now we're trying to call again.
Getting to know it.
Oh, still invalid. I guess
it's a failed call.
Failed call. We tried several times. Failed call. There's only one Tim Jordan in all of Reno? Oh no, there's more. There's more. We're gonna call the next one. So yep, this is the next one here. We call. This is what happens. We just find lists of numbers and we call them all. We call them all until we find what we're looking for. So yeah, let's call. Oh, yep. Here we go. We're gonna call them, and we are. Oh, somebody's dead. We're gonna call. We can't call the dead though. They are dead. We are trying to call others.
Either hyperreality has its limits, and contacting dead people is one of them.
Well, I guess we could talk to the dead if they died between now and when you're listening to the program, and that's what hyperreality is really all about. See, we sometimes make ghost calls. We have the ability to make ghost calls and hyper-reality calls. We're really living in some kind of insane time zone. It's alive.
You can't get...
You can't get their phone number?
Oh,
Well, go back. Let's call somebody else. Let's go back to the other thing. Let's call...
Excuse me.
Tim Jordan did not work out. Sometimes things on the program, they don't work out, but they move the show forward still. So yeah, we're gonna call, and anybody with the last name of Jordan, yeah, let's call them. Yep, so we're gonna let's call the first one there. Amanda Jordan. Oh, Ann Jordan.
Ann Jordan.
We're calling Ann Jordan of Reno, Nevada. She is 65 plus. I bet she'll be nice. I bet she'll be nice to us, and she'll answer questions, because that's what she would do on the radio. I mean, people like that, they would be excited to be on the radio program. They have something to say. I'll ask them how the 70s were. What's your opinion about the 70s?
70s. Did you have a good time?
Did they? Maybe we should ask them about McDonald's in the 70s.
What was McDonald's like in the 70s, and what was your favorite sauce back then?
Has your sauce preference changed from then to now, as your palate has grown older? Something is wrong. Something is desperately wrong with the phone systems today.
Maybe we should give it a test on a tried and true number that we know works.
Maybe. Well, we called them McDonald's and it worked fine. What are you doing different?
I don't know, man.
Now?
Yeah.
Something is terribly
Maybe
wrong.
something's going wrong in Reno right now.
Something is terribly wrong on the phones.
Something's terribly wrong in Reno, Nevada.
So we're trying to fix the things, and we're still trying to make phone calls, but sometimes when the phone calls don't work out, they still move the program forward. I already said that, but that's true.
It's the truth.
It's the truth. So let's keep making the phone calls, Davey. What are you doing?
What should we try?
Get back on the thing. Phone calls, man. Get off your phone.
We could call some people we do know.
Davey's trying to make personal phone calls or something instead of making radio phone calls. And if you want to make personal phone calls, you don't have to be that's why we're looking for an intern. So we were still looking for an intern to be on the program, and that's going to be on Thursday. We're going to have the intern contest. And if you are the ultimate fan, the fan contest is on Monday. Ultimate intern contest, Thursday. Yeah. Big fan one day, and then other days, the other thing. So we're going to call this person now, from Reno still, because we haven't called anybody in Reno yet. They are known for gambling. Oh yeah, it still tricks me.
Scoundrel strikes again.
They're doing they're doing the gambling. Yeah, they do gambling there. And what else do they do in Reno there? I don't know.
They have a good time.
They have a good time. I think there's a lot of like elderly, maybe a lot of vacationers. Oh wow, lots of vacationers, and they go there to have a good time. You know, it's like kind of like Vegas, but it's more intimate. So we're calling. We're calling Barry. Oh yay!
Barry Jordan.
I got it to work. Barry Jordan.
Hello.
Hello, Barry Jordan, Reno, Nevada.
Yes, it is.
Hello, this is Your Daily Hour with me. We are a radio program, and we are calling the public.
You what?
We are calling the public to find out what it's like to live in different areas of the United States.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Who is this?
This is Your Daily Hour with me. I am Rick Ward, and we are on the radio.
We're on the radio right now, Barry.
Yeah.
Barry?
Yeah, I am, huh?
Barry,
Oh, you are. We're not putting you on, Barry. This is a real live radio show.
Okay, good deal.
Barry, what's it like to live in Reno, Nevada?
I'm getting a lot of feedback here. I'm getting a lot of feedback. It's not clear.
How about now? How about now?
Sounds a little bit.
Is it fixed?
I'm still getting some interference in here. I don't know what it is.
Barry,
bear with us, Barry.
Bear with us, please. Yes. So, what's it like?
What radio? Who'd you say you're with? What radio?
This is Your Daily Hour with me on kenrickward.co.cc. We are live streaming to the internet, but we do have millions of listeners, and we are in the new generation of radio programming where it's not actually on the radio, but it's on the internet radio. So it's the hyper radio, as we like to call it here in the studio.
Yeah, well, I don't do the internet.
Oh, you don't have the internet, Barry?
I don't have I don't have a computer anymore.
Well, as of this moment, Barry, you are doing the internet because you're going to be on our radio show on the internet.
Barry?
Well, anyway, living in Reno is fine. I like it. So is that about it? Because I'm watching a football game.
Oh, Barry, who's winning the football game?
Who are you watching, Bear?
I'm watching Oakland and Arizona.
Ooh, who are you rooting for?
Oh, go Cardinals.
Well, the Arizona's up by 1 point, and there's about 2 minutes left. But Oakland's got the ball, so I kind of like to watch the game if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
Barry.
great, Barry.
Thanks for your time.
You have a great day, man.
All right, thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That was a success.
That was such a success. How pleasant of a man. Barry, thank you. I guess he's not going to be able to hear the show, though. We should have maybe got a address, but
Barry Jordan of Reno, Nevada does not do the internet.
I don't do the internet. I'm trying to watch the game, so I think that's good, though. I'm glad to have a sports fan.
I mean, I respect that. man. You know, he stood there and he held his own, and he was on the radio show, and you know what? Great. That's great. That's great.
But that's what I'm trying to do. We're trying to reach people as they are in their homes, as they are watching their football games. It's life. It's real life. We're not calling like celebrities. We're not calling Barry Jordan and being like, what are you working on right now, Barry Jordan? What's your project? No, we're asking him, who's winning the game, Barry? That's real. That's Americana, okay?
That's real Americana.
So that's what sometimes we call people on the program, and we have jewels. Sometimes on the show there are little jewels, just like Barry Johnson of Reno, Nevada. He was the jewel.
Jordan.
Barry Jordan. So that was good. So we're about we have about 15 minutes left in the program here, and it's been a pretty good one. This is the first
come a long way in a week, I'd say.
Second week, first day of the second week, and it's going every day. This is hour 7. This is my 7th hour of this straight going. That's pretty crazy, I think. I mean, we're going to go there maybe after 24 hours of straight programming. That's when we'll be like, oh, wow! But, I mean, it's kind of like that right now.
Pretty cool. I think you've come a long way. I think we've come a long way, Rick, if I may say so.
So I guess we can make more phone calls. Let's start calling the
We can call
regulars.
Reese. We gotta call Reese.
We'll call Reese now. So what's the? We'll ask him about the beers. We'll say,
Yeah, we'll say, hey,
what's
Reese,
with the beers,
what's
man?
up with the beers? You can't clean up your own mess?
Why are you in the studio? He's in the studio.
You
late night.
can't just be being messy in the studio, Reese.
Studio, Reese. Come on. Yeah, no tech.
What's so postmodern about that, Reese?
Give me your phone. I need to get the number.
Oh, one moment here to shuffle through some documents.
We're gonna have to go through our documents. So, that turned myself down. That was good. I figured out Barry's feedback problem. I eliminated his feedback by the end of it though. Barry, he was such a nice guy. Maybe we should get. I don't know. I guess we should call him more than once. There's so many people to call. Why would we continue to call the same people? But Barry was so nice.
Barry was a good guy.
He would
I
like
like
to be on the
Barry.
program, but he doesn't do the internet. Whoa. Barry doesn't do the internet. Who does the internet? We'll ask Reese.
I think maybe we do the internet if, in Barry's terms. But yeah, we can ask Reese if he does the internet.
Reese, do you do the internet? Reese,
Do you leave beer all over the internet, Reese?
Yeah. How rude is that? I mean, really, jeez. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that is a loud phone call. So Reese, we're calling you right now. You better answer your phone because we've been leaving messages for him. He should know by now to have his phone ready to answer at any time. So what's happening now? We're calling Reese, it's dialing, and he's not answering, and it's calling only. So we're waiting.
Reese, leave a message.
Oh, we're leaving another message. Yeah, here.
Hey Reese, you're missing your daily hour with me on the phone radio. You should have beers.
You left your beers on the table, Reese, and you're also
In the studio,
Don't you
all
know
over the
about
studio.
calls? We call you every day from 3 hours to 3:30 to 4:30. Why aren't you ready to receive the phone calls yet? This is the second day in a row that we've messaged you, and there's beers all over the table, Reese. You just come here at night. On nights when the program is not happening, and just leave your beers everywhere, all willy-nilly, like it's just nothing.
Willy-nilly, like it's some kind of rodeo. You think you're at a rodeo.
Yeah, Reese, this is not a rodeo. Okay?
Texas, Reese.
I know that you're still confused about that. Maybe you should try to defend yourself, Reese, because if you can't, we're just gonna keep berating you.
Trashing you on the radio.
We're trashing you on the radio, Reese. So if you have anything to say about that,
Everybody listens to
there.
this,
Yeah.
Reese.
This is millions of listeners, and every year being trashed. Trash talk. So you better call and defend yourself. Bye-bye. So that was a call to that idiot.
Pretty successful, I'd say.
That jerk. Calling the jerk on the phone. But anyway, so this is your daily hour with me. We have about 10 minutes left on the program because we started it late. I think we've had a pretty successful program today. We only had 2 mics though, so Davey hasn't really said much on there. You want to say something, Davey? Real
Say
fast,
something there,
just 'cause you haven't been on there too much.
He's alright,
No?
he's alright.
You got nothing to say? This is Silent Davey. He's kind of like Silent Bob. So now he's there and on the radio there, but he was the tech guy, but I guess I found myself doing the tech stuff myself again. So we had a pretty good call today. We searched for Millie. We read her email. We tried to call the McDonald's where she could possibly have worked at.
And the search for Millie continues.
So what? Where is Millie? She's only on. I mean, also, like, do the people at McDonald's even know everybody that works there, like, necessarily? Like, we said, is Millie there? Maybe, like, she wasn't there out the day. Do we have to call them every day? I don't really know how that works. Hopefully, Millie will just call us back somehow, but otherwise, we'll have to be doing this detective work in the constant search. And we don't even have a real last name. Her name on the internet is Degenerate, and really, I don't think she's degenerate. I think she's some kind of
Probably a saintly young woman, I'd say.
Classy. She's helping somebody. She's obviously trying to participate in the community. Like, she's doing community radio. This is for the community. We're helping people. So right now we're gonna call somebody else. You want to call? Should we call somebody random, or we could call another friend for the last 8 minutes of the program?
Let's call another friend. How about?
We want to try to call Carson.
Yeah.
Old tech guy. Let's see if we can find him. I don't know if I have his phone number. I'm gonna check the old internet logs here to see if he's if his phone number is available for call, and if it's not, then we won't call him. Maybe you're still listening. But so we're gonna try to make that call, and then in the last 10 minutes here, and that'll probably wrap up the program. We'll make one more phone call, maybe have some sign-off words. That'll be it for today, and then you can tune in back tomorrow, and it'll be so, it's the week two of forever. Like 7 hours seems like a long time, but not compared to forever. Really, it's short compared to that. This is slow. The internet is not running at full speed right now, so we're having trouble. Maybe let's call somebody who we already have their number.
That sounds like a good idea.
That?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Who do we want to call? Our friend, or somebody, a friend of the show.
I don't know.
So
who's expressed interest that we know?
I don't know. Let's check the thing. Let's check our books. We'll check our phone books. This is how it works in today's society. We take their phones and we look at lists of callers, of possible callers, and then we start calling them. We get on the show, and that's what happens. What was that, Davey? Wait,
We call it the Vault.
The Vault.
Vault, popular nightclub extraordinaire in downtown Olympia.
Cole John Roy Doyle.
Hey, that's a great idea.
CGI Fridays. And I've tried to call him a couple other times on the program, and...
Hello?
Hello, Cole. This is Your Daily Hour with me.
Hi, Kenny.
Hey, Cole. So,
Hey, Cole.
Hey, is that Andy?
Yeah, this is...
Yeah, it sure is, Cole.
And we're calling you on the program of Your Daily Hour with me.
Oh!
Are you...
Do I win anything?
You don't win anything.
This isn't that kind of show, Cole.
This is more of a talk community show. We're not trying to have some kind of gimmicks here on the show. We just call people and we talk about like life and culture. Okay?
Oh!
So Cole, I hear that
That's cool.
are you the leader of independent tape label? This is true?
Uh-huh.
What's your next big release?
Oh, well, Jim Jones got a hold of us yesterday, and he said that he'd like to put out another tape with us. We might do a split with him and this guy called Sky Stadium.
That sounds
and then we're also going to
exciting.
put out that would be really, really awesome if we do that. He said that NNA Tapes wanted to do a tape, but their tapes look too ugly. So he's going to do it with us, I think.
That's awesome. You are stealing competition for being organized and having a good tape aesthetic.
A good can-do attitude, also.
So Cole.
You've got
Cole,
a good radio voice, Andy.
Cole, what's your favorite dipping sauce at fast food restaurants?
Which one? Which fast
we've
food
been calling
restaurant?
McDonald's specifically. What's your favorite McDonald's dipping sauce?
Probably. I haven't been to McDonald's for a while, but they've got pretty good ketchup.
Yeah, that's a good choice. Standard, like right on.
Pretty standard, but yeah, good.
Have you heard this program at all, Cole? Have you listened to the program?
No. I had a dream about it a couple of nights ago. But it was just that you were like waking me up at 8 a.m. And trying to get me to go on your show.
Yeah, we've been trying to call you for a couple of days. I left you a message on the program the other day. We've been calling McDonald's We've been calling McDonald's around the country.
Wow.
They answered.
Yeah, I work during the day, so that's.
Oh, are you at work right now?
You know what you can do is you can go on the website there and download it and listen to it at your leisure.
It's not a live program. It's on the internet and it's just available for download. And you're on the program this time. There's a phone number there. So that's good. Cool. We were just talking about how people who work can't call into the show because they're 9 to 5ers, and the show does take place during those hours. So Cole, we have about 3 minutes left in the program, and thank you for calling. Thank you for calling the program, Cole. Goodbye. Goodbye, Cole. So that was Cole. He was on the program.
Cool.
He's good. He's slick. Doesn't he sound slick?
Cole sounds very slick. He told me I have a good radio voice, but in truth, I think Cole has the far superior radio voice.
All around good guy. He's not a degenerate. Not a degenerate. Neither are you, Millie. And you're a listener out there. Slick. Cole's a slick guy. And check out TGI Friday.
We used to call Cole Slick Tooth.
Slick Tooth.
Back in the day, we'd call him Slick Tooth Cole, or occasionally Slick Tooth John Roy Doyd.
Yeah. So you can check out his blog, CGI Friday. I guess you can just Google that. So I guess this is about the end of the program now. I'm gonna get ready to sign off here. It's been pretty good. This is a good hour, and tomorrow will be the next hour. So I'm signing off. I'm Rick.
I'm Andy.
This is Dave.
So that's it.
Here we are. Have a wonderful forever.
Listen every day. Bye-bye.